Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Sage 2023 Showcase. This time we got Heroes Origins, which is a, honestly, very ambitious sounding game. This overview description is massive, so I will try to make it brief. Apparently, this is an early work in progress, obviously a demo, a work in progress. It has bugs and missing features. One bug I will address at the end of the overview that I already found. Apparently, the developer of this is really excited about this. First year submitting at Sage. They've loved Sonic since played it at a friend's house in 1991. They couldn't afford a Genesis as a kid, so their dad taught them how to program on the old Commodore system, and they apparently remade Green Hill Zone in it. So they've always been a big fan. They've always liked the developer Sonic, even back in the day, when it was a long time ago. So that's kind of neat. I think that's kind of wholesome. This is apparently supposed to be very ambitious. And also, let me go ahead and leave the title screen. We learned that there's an Easter egg if you sit on the title screen long enough, but it'll probably get me copyright claims, so I'm just going to put us on the options menu for a minute. The quick pitch is that the guy loves Sonic Origins Plus, but there are games, features, and characters that he would have loved to be included, so he's filling in the blanks to make the ultimate fan game to complement it. He has here a retro-style engine, modern remakes of the 8-bit games with quality of life improvements. Well, this is stuff he wants to add. So, modern remakes of all the 8-bit games of quality of life improvements. Modern remakes of classic spin-off games such as Knuckles Chaotix, Spinball, and Mean Bean Machine. Story mode, which takes you through all the classic zones from Genesis 1, CD, 2, 3, and Knuckles. All classic characters playable in all games in any combination of partner team-ups. A detailed museum-style content and unlocks celebrating Sega and Sonic history. And... what? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just, stammering because I just read the next part. So that's, so he wants to basically remake / reimagine, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or 13 Sonic games. But the next part... You know what he says next? Not trying to make fun of him, but the next thing he says here is, I should be able to get all the above complete for Sage 2024. Really? Because that's a lot. There's ambitious, and then there's whatever you'd call this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's secretly worked on this over the course of 15 years and it's actually very complete. I don't know. But yeah, I could probably add 15 Sonic games in my big collaboration game in probably a year. My goodness. Apparently, but here's the thing. I should be able to get the above complete for Sage 24, but eventual plan is to add my own Mania 2 style mode with all original zones, plus a level editor and mod support, so people can use my engine to make their own fan games. I'd also, of course, I'd also love to add isometric support for 3D Blast, Sega Sonic, the arcade game, Sega Sonic, etc. But that's very long-term goal due to need a new engine. You want to make this so that people can use this engine you develop, but you might need a new engine later anyways? What? My goodness, you want to do literally everything, don't you? All right. Listen, I mean, I'm not saying don't follow your dreams, but my goodness. My goodness. What do we have here in store in this demo then? And then he goes on for a few more paragraphs about his motivation for doing the project. Obviously, he really likes Sonic. I get that. And, I mean, the engine seems pretty good, aside from a fatal flaw that I found that I will address for the developer in case they watch this video. I mean, more power to him. I just don't think you're probably going to achieve all this. But let's see what you can do with what we have here today. 8-bit improvements, right. The 8-bit Sonics were so I think that's what's in here. I think at least one of the 8-bit titles is being remastered in this particular demo. I don't completely understand just yet, but we'll find out when we start playing. It says here the 8-bit Sonics were the first games I ever owned, and some of my all-time favorites. I want to make the ultimate tribute to them. Many of these features were previously exclusive to the 16 32-bit titles. Widescreen, 60 FPS, crisp nearest neighbor integers pixel scaling, multi-layer parallax backgrounds using original 8-bit tiles and palettes, 9 playable characters, CPU partner, any combination of 2, free animals from badniks, rings scatter when hurt, TVs leave broken debris, upgrade scenery, more variety animations, multiple layers, vastly expanded movesets and animation, including pill out, twirl jump, elemental shields, improved badnik AI, expanded attack patterns, 8 animal friends to be freed, many quality of life features and toggleable options for movesets, gameplay modes, controls, accessibility options, a highly customizable CRT shader to get the exact look and experience you want. Now, I do see that there's already some work put into this for some of the details that they state for this, because like if we go through the options menu here that I've set on, there are quite a few options like in the graphics here. You can enable different things here. So if this is an engine the guy himself has made, which it seems to be the case, well, the engine seems pretty competent. It has a lot going on for it, aside from the one fatal flaw. Again, I'll address that in a second. But yeah, like there seems to be a fair number of options. Like it still seems that early on, like I can only access graphics right now, so these options I can't access. So it's clearly still a work in progress engine. But yeah, this is one of. Listen, I've seen some people be very ambitious, like, oh, I want to make this big game. I've seen some very ambitious, developers wanting to make something that might end up being a little over their head. But this, again, I'm not trying to discourage anybody from creating, but like this is ridiculously ambitious. I don't see this coming to fruition, but it would be nice to see if they have some programming chops, which the engine looks like it could be well designed. In which case, that might be a good sign for developing a game. If he even remakes one of the games, that would be kind of neat. We'll see what happens, right? But let's take a look at this demo and see what we got here. Oh, goodness me. Characters. Every character is playable in every game, both 8-bit and 16-bit style. Again, that sounds ridiculous. I feel like some playstyles wouldn't work in some games, but all right. Those are the characters in the game, the ones I'm working to get the most complete. I know there would be many people with requests. I'd eventually like to add cream and cheese, Blaze, Shadow, Honey. Maybe even some non-Sonic characters like Ristar and Knights. Apparently this Hazelnut Cafe engine, that's what this is called, and apparently it's what he made. Allows for easy skinning of characters, alternative characters, changing separate limbs, adding accessories, etc. I'll be adding things like switching between different Sonic sprites, different sprites, 16-bit Sonic 2-3, Chaos, Triple Trouble, etc. But also things like changing skin, eyelid color. Okay, that's very specific. Eyelid color. Easter egg seekers may know how to give Knuckles his hat. Oh, any requests, please feel free to drop a comment. Any requests? So you want to remake 15 Sonic games. You think you can do it in the course of 1 year, and you're also just completely open to people making suggestions for requests. Yeah, you're gonna get a little swamped with this, developer. Okay, we said enough about it. I made the point clear. Here's the one thing that I'd like to point out, though, before we fully begin. One more thing, and then we'll start playing. So there's a fatal flaw with this, at least when it comes to a wired Xbox One controller. If I plug in my wired Xbox One controller, this game runs horribly. Absolutely terrible. Like, it runs at like 1/20th the frame rate. It's just legs every frame. So if I keep my controller plugged in when I start the game, that happens. But if I unplug my controller, as you saw right now, it's running just fine. If I plug my controller in after starting the game, which I just did now, it does a little pause, and then it's fine. So the controller works just fine if you plug it in afterwards. But if it's plugged in when you start the game, you cannot use the controller. It is a lag fest. So developer, you might want to look into that. But all that said, before we fully begin, I'll make this quick. If you like the video, do think about giving a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing this as well. And if you like what you see and you want to help out a bit more, come on over to Twitch. We're trying to reach a partner over here, but we need more viewers to do it. So if you want to come by, whether it's lurk or to talk, think about doing so, because it does make a big difference. We'd also love to have you. It does mean a lot. So come on by if you can. We also have a pretty cool Discord community. I have a coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content. And I got a merch store. Links in the description. Check them out if you feel like it. With all that being said, I'm feeling really mixed because the engine shows some definite promise, but also it has a fatal flaw of controllers, at least my controller. And also the game sounds overly ambitious, right? But at the same time, like, this title screen looks great. That intro cutscene was great. Everything seems like what we see so far looks really competently made. It's kind of interesting to me because, typically speaking, the over-ambitious developers are also those that are very amateur and don't really have a lot of skill yet. They're very new to development of games, and they don't really have it figured out yet. You know, the amount of work that goes into developing a game. So it's interesting to me that this seems like a somewhat experienced developer making their own engine, but also being kind of having that amateur game developer level of ambition. So I don't know. I don't know what they can do. I'm honestly a bit curious. I don't think they can achieve all the goals they set out, but I wonder if they can achieve some of them. Let's do, you know what? A combination I've literally never seen before. Tails and Ray. I love them. They are similar characters in a way. So, we can also pick between 8-bit and 16-bit. I'll do 8-bit for now because I think SMS Green Hill Zone and Chaos Turquoise Hill. So we have 2 levels as a demo. Let's do SMS Green Hill. Oh. Okay, the controller stopped working once I selected this. Oh no. So I am SMS Tails, except for when he blinks and looks at the screen, and idle animations. In which case I've stopped being 8-bit Tails. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Developer, you have all this ambition, and I immediately start playing as Tails and notice a giant sprite animation error. Oh, and also he becomes not a... Okay, you know what? Fuck this, then. If the 8-bit isn't oh god, no. Oh no. Let me just unplug the controller again. By the way, that's what I was talking about, just to demonstrate. If we have the controller plugged in when the game is apparently started from scratch, this is what the frame rate becomes. Look at this. So, I gotta keep my controller unplugged. Okay, so... Alright, fine. Maybe you just didn't implement the 8-bit characters right. So I'll just go to 16-bit. That should run fine, right? There we go. We'll do Ray and... I realize I don't have an option of bit for these partner, but whatever. Okay, let's just play. Now we got... Okay, see, they're both... Okay, they're both... It looks a little weird now, but, like... What the hell's... Okay, it's A. Finally found the jump on it again. It's like Tails is a macro now. Look at the size of him compared to the Motobug. The hell? Wait, what? What? Why you? Ray, I didn't know you had a bit of feminine charm to you. When did you become Amy? Hello, Zodiac. I'm losing my fucking brain. Hold on a second. I guess that's more. I guess there's more sprite sheet errors for Ray as well. I'm gonna turn the game down because it's kind of loud with the sound effects. Maybe not quite that much. All right, there we go. No, that's Ray, technically. Also, I can't jump on the monitor. See, it's Ray. Look at that. Okay, I must know. Is that because I'm 16-bit that I can't break that? You know what? Now I need to like do other combinations, see what the other characters break. I'll do Sonic. There, Sonic's got to be right? He's got to be perfect with his sprite sheet. He has to have everything right. Right? Well, yeah, it seems okay. Vector's vibing. Oh, shit. Vector turned into Amy as well! We all got a little bit of Amy inside of us. Everybody does. Wait, what? The Motobugs are still ridiculous. I don't think they were supposed to be that tiny. Okay, now that I'm... Yes, I thought so! Weird! So, I can't break monitors in... Oh, Sonic, your idle animation is still wrong. Is there a single character with a correct sprite sheet? Let's keep doing combinations. I was like, what's Knuckles gonna turn to if he idles for a second? Oh, wait, do the partner characters even idle? I don't think they do. Okay. I was trying to check Knuckles' death sprite, but not my own, but I guess... Okay, they're both fine, apparently. And yeah, apparently you can play 16-bit Sonic in 8-bit Sonic level, but fuck you, you can't activate monitors now. Okay. Alright. I really hate it when I have to say I told you so, but I kind of told you so. At least the little SNS1, at least the little Sega Master System Game Gear ramp thingy works correctly. Hello, like, Knuckles seems to be fine sprite-wise at least, too. Wait, what about edge sprites? Oh, there aren't any. And also, Knuckles just... Oh, wow! They added in an original Sonic the Hedgehog 2 beta feature that was in some of the earlier ROMs before the full game release. In those earlier games, if Tails got hit, he would lose rings. You would lose rings if he got hit, and if he died, he reset the level for you. I didn't think they would add a feature like that into Sonic, into Heroes Origins. That's neat. So yeah, Knuckles died, which reset me. If Knuckles... So, let me point out to you, Knuckles doesn't lose rings for me. He simply, watch this. If I make him get hit by this, he's dead. Time to restart the level. I mean, I'm alive, but who gives a shit? Knuckles is more important. So Knuckles is... Not only... If Knuckles dies, the level resets. Also... He doesn't use my rings, but honestly, he probably should. He effectively always has 0 rings, which means that any hit he takes will kill him and reset the level. Do I need to explain the problem? I'm sure this is probably how all the partner characters work, too. Yeah, so if you didn't know, by the way, an earlier version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 that wasn't the release version, Tails actually, if Tails got hit, he dropped your rings. Wait, why did Knuckles have rings that time? Oh, maybe because I let him pick some up. Okay, so weirdly enough, Knuckles has his own ring counter. So I gotta make sure he, like, runs into some rings now and then. There. Well, at least he isn't an actual one-hit. No, don't land there! Oh, God. Okay, he has at least 1 ring. My goodness! We do share the same... Well, wait! But sometimes he dies even when I have rings. I think he has his own rings, man. Okay, we're gonna turquoise... Here, I'll test this. Watch. He has 1 ring. Or... Does he? No, he's picking up rings for me. What? Sir, do you have rings or not? I feel like he adds to my ring counter, but he also has his own rings. It's hard to explain. Because watch. Alright, bye. So I have 1 ring. The one he dropped, so watch this. Okay, wait, what? Okay, now we're sharing rings. We weren't originally, but we are now. Oh my god. The monitors are so broken for 16-bit characters that you phase through them even if there's fucking ground underneath. My goodness. So yeah, we are sharing rings now. We were not earlier. So having a partner is a complete liability in this. Yeah, wow, okay. I don't know what to say. Oh, that stage is shorter than I remember. Okay. But don't worry, guys. He'll remaster 13 or 12. Oh, it's just closed. It just straight up closed itself. Don't worry. This developer, like, it's sad. I actually think the Hazelnut Cafe engine seems all right, but like that's kind of weird too. Like, wait, hold on. Did he actually? I'm getting this weird feeling like, did he actually make this engine, or was it like maybe saying he worked on with somebody else who actually like had a lot of skill and actually made most of the engine or something? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to like call the developer a liar, but like I'm so confused. Why is this a fairly competent engine, and yet when it comes to the gameplay, you know, this seems like a situation where somebody who is an incompetent developer is using a competent engine another developer made. That's what this feels like, right? So I'm not like, it seems, according to the information there, it is made by the creator of this engine is the creator of this game. But I also am like doubting that, you know? Oh my goodness. Let's check out Charmy. Is he as broke as normally? Let's see. And Mighty, sure. Well, he is small, as usual. He can't fly. He can, however, turn to Amy whenever looking at— Why is everybody turning to Amy? And crouching. Yep. Amy spin dash. The Amy virus. Okay, so we always shared rings. It's just that I didn't notice that he can make my ring zero out. Okay. So normally Charmy is like literally broken when you can play as him. He can fly anywhere. And I don't mean like Tails flight, I mean like anywhere. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he has the ability to here, making him sort of pointless. Knuckles, Mighty, where did— Oh. Yay! I finally did a thing. I did a code error, which actually makes— yeah, this is Game Maker. This is absolutely a Game Maker engine too. Error direction, draw action number 1, draw event object results, GML objects results, draw 1. So I'm pretty sure that what happened there was game was like, oh god, we don't know how to have a victory screen with these particular characters because the characters are obviously so well programmed. Anyways, that's probably gonna do it. My goodness. I'm disappointed in this. Heavily disappointed. I am so confused because the intro, the title screen, the engine all seem very well done. But then, what is this shit when it comes to the gameplay, right? They literally did not add in the sprite sheets correctly for the characters. That is such a basic level thing that they just didn't do right. Not to mention how poor everything controlled and how, like, literally the characters were not operating properly with the environment. My goodness. I don't even know what to say. And of course that hard crash. So Heroes Origins. I wish you luck on having 14 remastered Sonic games come 2024 Sage. Have a good time with that. I press X to doubt. That's all I have to say. That was Heroes Origins. No. Sorry, but no.